Name an SUV that looks good and is also expensive and slightly much more powerful than you think. This is the best alternative, the Range Rover Sport. And yes, today I'll be just telling you briefly what I think about the Range Rover Sport. I'm Junior, and you're watching Junior on Cars. The Range Rover Sport is one of the best Range Rovers if you want a high performance SUV in today's market and also in today's performance. Well, you could always get a Range Rover SVR, obviously, that has more performance and also is damn aggressive. And also, you can have now the newer Range Rover Sports, which come in two versions, which is a 3 liter and also a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 from a BMW. Well, besides that as well, it does have the performance and also does have a little bit of a growl, but it doesn't have a standard growl just like the SVR used to have. Well, as we all know now, the SVR doesn't exist anymore. It's actually the Range Rover SV now, which is special vehicle. It used to be special vehicle with the R at the end. Now it's just SV. But besides that, today we'll be talking about one specific Range Rover, which is this one right here. This is the Range Rover Sport. And yes, the Range Rover Sport is, well, quite frankly, the most expensive Range Rover today that you could buy in South Africa. Well, besides that as well, it is one of the best looking Range Rovers. There is no doubt at that as well. But besides that as well, this is quite a treat for me because I just saw this car, and as you can see, it's literally in front of the Range Rover and Jaguar dealership. So I just had to get my chance to come and review one. And well, this one specifically has the most expensive extras that you can get on, including this matte black or matte gray color, which is quite nice. You can't even see your own reflection in this. And also, it does have some carbon fiber bits. Well, when I mean carbon fiber bits, I mean the rims are carbon fiber, or let me just say the wheel caps are also carbon fiber. And just by looking at it, you can tell that this car does scream much more expensive than you think. And this car is actually around 3 million rands, which is quite a lot of money. And also, besides, I mean, it's a Range Rover, and also you do get nowadays the new shock fangs or whatever you call it for the TVs at the back, or let me say monitors that you get at the back. And also, let's jump into this right here, the front end. Yes, the front end of these newer Range Rovers do look very nice, including it is safe to say that the newer Range Rovers have stepped up with looks and also performance as well, because it's not easy to just say that a Range Rover is something that you can just glaze off and say, oh, it's a Range Rover, it's nothing special. But I mean, looking at these ones, the newer ones, there's no way that you can just run away from it. And also, besides, well, the performance, if you jump into the looks of the newer Range Rovers, like I said, they just look much more cooler. And this one specifically, that has the black everything, besides the interior, which the interior is in actually chocolate, I would say brown or something. But this one has expensive options that you could get on a Range Rover. So it is also quite nice to also say that the newer Range Rovers do come with expensive options, and this one specifically has the Ferrari Scorpion MS tires on it, which means that it's gripping performance, and also the carbon fiber bits on the rims as well, which are, I think, is like a 10,000 or 20,000 option. And also, this is not your ordinary Range Rover Sport. This is actually the autobiography version, which means that you're gonna be paying a hell of a lot of money. And also, I mean, if you look at it from the side, man, you can just tell that this is a Range Rover that screams money, performance, and also luxury at the same time. But the front end, man, I'll keep on saying it, the front end, it just stands out in every single way. And you can just tell that Range Rover actually took time to design this car. It wasn't something that was made in a hassle or something. And also, I mean, this car is a little bit dirty, but even with the dirtiness, you can still see the roof. I would say the bonnet, scoop or bonnet, whatever, it doesn't do anything because it's closed. So it doesn't actually affect the car in any way. And I love the dark black effect on the grille and also on the badge. And also you have the matte gray as well. And also you do get, yes, a blacked out, I would say, bottom spoiler, whatever you guys call it. And there is a lot of radar sensors, including right here, there's a washer bottle for the lights. And also you do have some radar sensors everywhere there, including a one front one there, which we all know that one is to see if you're trying to move forwards or in a parking or something. But I mean, the rims, man, if you can see it from the camera, those are carbon fiber. Yes, that is carbon fiber. And with yes, Brembo brakes, which means that you can take this Range Rover on the track and enjoy yourself in every single way. But I mean, besides that as well, you do get, I mean, a cool damn car for 3 million rands. And also, if you look at the back end just looks absolutely nice. You do have a lot of aerodynamics going into it because look at that right there. That is a full on ducktail spoiler. It's so large that you can actually see there's a space behind there or at the bottom. And also, I mean, that is a cool looking Range Rover right there. Especially, I love the newer lights, especially in the newer Range Rovers, the SV D350. They have the nicest back end, and also these ones they sit so lower. Obviously, you can adjust the suspension to go higher or down, but in this setting right here, this looks absolutely nice. But also, if we do this, you can also check that that is also made for aerodynamics as well. This car doesn't play around with aerodynamics. And yes, you do get two options of this Range Rover. You do get a 3-liter diesel version and you do get a 4.4-liter twin turbo V8, like I said. But why would you have the 3-liter version if you can just have the Big Daddy 4.4-liter V8? Well, unfortunately, I don't know which version is this one, but I do think this one is the 3-liter turbo diesel, which because let me just show you why. The V8 version the V8 version of it has four exhaust tips at the back, and the 3-liter turbo diesel version has no exhaust tips at the back. So it's just a flush back end. So it doesn't have any like aggressiveness to the sound because it's a diesel. It doesn't really have to. And you do get that right there, which is double. Oh, I would say Shark Tales. I would say Shark Tales, and it looks absolutely cool. It doesn't even affect anything. I mean, it's also made for aerodynamics. Look at the shape of the thing. And also, you do get flash doors as well. And also there, your cameras. And I don't know why don't people go for like specs like this nowadays, because this spec on this car just looks absolutely nice in every single corner. And also, I mean, since it's a Range Rover, it will always stand out. It will always grab people's attention. It will always make you feel presidential as well. And this one specifically, I do know that rich people do use these cars for security. So some of them, yes, are made with bulletproof, but this one is not a bulletproof one as far as I know. So it doesn't have any of the bulletproof things because it's a dealership car. And obviously, you can't see it properly from the camera because the sun is literally flipping high up in beams. You can't actually see a lot of things. But this is just a nice car to look at. It's a beauty to look at. And it doesn't matter from any corner, from the front, from the side, and also to to the holy glory, the back end. And yes, it does have electric tailgates. It also does have adjustable suspension, sport mode, comfort mode, and also some other features that we as a person you won't really need that much, because if you're driving a car like this, you just really want to cruise around the whole day and also use it for family use. And speaking of family use, the boot doesn't lack any space. It does have enough space at the back and also does have enough space in the cabin to fit 5 people. Well, I'm not going to say specifically why you will need 5 people to jump into this car, but I don't know in the camera if you guys can see it. That is brown interior right there. Even on the dashboard, it's brown. So it's also on the door seals, it's also brown. But on top of the dashboard, it's a little bit of black. And this is a Range Rover we're speaking about here. It's not some cheap material. It's proper premium leather. And also some upgrades have been done also to the car's interior as well, including the seats. Look at the headrests. If you guys can see, look at the headrest, look at the way they're sitting. And I do think they have speakers in it. Yes, I do know they have heated seating and also you have heated steering and all those stuff. And yes, you do get a heads-up display in this car and also some speakers around. Obviously, it's going to be some premium speakers. It's not going to be some boring, dull speakers. It's going to be some premium speakers. But tell me in the comments below, would you have the Range Rover Sport or would you have the newer Range Rover D350? Well, in my opinion, I would have, well, technically the D350. But if I would have a performance SUV, the Sport V8 with the 4.4-liter twin turbo V8 will be the best. But tell me in the comments below what you guys think. But also, I mean, look at those headlights. They don't play. Look at the layout of the beams. They're just absolutely nice. And I do apologize for high sunlight, but also it does look very nice. And also you can see right there is a Range Rover Discovery, which is the most terrible looking Discovery, and also some other cars which are also inside, including a Range Rover Sport. But this one is the main event. I'm not gonna lie to you, people have been passing here and looking at this car because of how much attention it grabs. It's no ordinary Range Rover. It's no ordinary Range Rover, and that's what makes it special in every single way. But tell me in the comments below, should I really come again and come and, I don't know, maybe test it? But if I want to get a chance to test it, help me by subscribing to the channel and getting me to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close there, my guys. So let's just get it there so that Junior can get a chance to come and review cars like this, those, and many more as well. But overall, I would have this one over the Range Rover, the older Range Rover Sport. I would have this over the older Range Rover Sport, and particularly this one because it's a autobiography, which means it's the expensive version with all the performance bits and everything added. But this one is the 3 liter. I would prefer the V8. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to watch more videos on mine, click onto the main channel to go and watch more videos on mine. And if you want to learn more or keep up with my channel, I suggest you go follow the channel's Instagram page at Junior on Cars, and also the channel's TikTok page at Junior on Cars. And more content coming soon, as well as like this one's.